What up, YouTube? I just wanted to make another video here again. This is kind of like the end of the year video. I just wanted to sum up, all the crazy stuff that happened. I mean, all of the investments I've took part in gained 100% returns, which is insane. It's crazy. It's a wild bull market. And with that being said, I kind of wanted to just give a message out there to the new investors because we had a lot of new retail investors coming into the market this year. COVID happened, the lockdown happened, everybody got a stimulus check, so why not invest, right? Pretty much, this is pretty much the attitude that has been going around investing. And with that being said, I kind of want to just give a word of warning to retail investors because a lot of people had astronomical gains this year, and you really didn't need that much knowledge around whatever stock or company that you were investing in to get genuinely good returns. Because for one, interest rates are low, and everybody's investing in stocks. Stocks are going up dramatically. Plus, you had a crash in March because of the COVID panic. So stocks were very, very cheap. So you didn't have to be a rocket engineer to find a stock that would make you 100% return, for the entire year. You didn't have to be like some uber genius, or you didn't even have to analyze the stock price or whatever. For those of you who have made a 60 to 50% return this year, you want to analyze your investment strategy because this was a wild bull market. If you have not at least achieved a couple stocks with 100% return, then you weren't investing in the right companies. For one, well, you probably were investing in the right companies, but still, you still want to take a look at your investment strategy going forward, because not every year is going to be like this. You're going to have years that are stagnant. You're going to have years that are down years. So you want to be able to make sure you're able to analyze businesses. Number one, this is very important, and I see a lot of people doing this, a lot of people making this mistake. They invest in a stock, right? And they invest in a stock because it seems trendy. It seems like the future. They didn't do a lot of research about the stock. They haven't even glanced at the balance sheet. And they will basically, whenever a bad article comes out, or if there's some news press or the media or some sort of bashing comes out, they basically sell the stock instantly. It is very important for people to understand that you need a strong conviction with stocks. For instance, I recently deleted Instagram. I'm no longer on Instagram. I don't want to deal with that anymore. But on Instagram, I would constantly post videos of Tesla, right? Because I'm really, really bullish on Tesla. I love Tesla. I've been investing in the company since 2018. It's a long-running company with me, right? I'm very interested in the technology that Tesla has to offer, and what it means for the future, basically. But I would get people that would ask me questions. Oh, is it the right time to invest in Tesla? And what I would tell them is, I don't know. Do your own research. I would tell them to do your own research, do your own due diligence, and see if the company makes sense to you. Their response would be, to me, well, dude, I trust you. You seem like you have a good track record, whatever. They just give a reason to why they're not going to do their own research. Listen, it doesn't matter if I'm 100% right on every stock. You need to do your own research and have your own conviction about that stock or about that company. Listen, if the stock drops 20%, you will sell. I know you will sell because you don't understand the business. You don't have any fundamental, understanding of the business model and what that company is doing. So you have no conviction about that company, so you will sell. You basically be a weak-handed investor, and whenever the stock crashes 25, 30%, you're gonna sell. You don't believe in the company, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're investing in. You're simply investing in a company because somebody else is investing. That's not investing, that's gambling with your money. Don't do that. As a matter of fact, if you want to do that, invest in an ETF. Invest in something like ARK or the index funds that tracks the S&P 500. Don't pick individual stocks. If you want to invest on track record alone and do minimal research, invest in ARK. Invest in some of these firms that are investing, that are aggressively investing. Let them invest for you. Don't choose an individual stock. You don't want to be a weak-handed investor. It's not a good look, and you're gonna lose a lot of money basically because you don't know what you're doing in the market. Number two, around speculation. I mean, this year you've seen a lot of like really big things happen in the EV space, as well as different spaces around energy. And, people just put their money in stocks without actually looking at the fundamentals and the business, the balance sheet, without doing any research about the executive team. A lot of people don't even want to do the research. It's mind-boggling to me. It's very sad because I see a couple people, they don't even want to spend 5 minutes, more than 5 minutes, listening to an educational video. So they're not going to listen to any conference calls. So it's really, really bad when you don't do your research, and that's basically how Nikola happened. For those of you who don't know, we're gonna say allegedly, but essentially it's fraud at this point. Allegedly. Basically, Trevor Milton, he made the company go public. He hyped it up. He talked about all this proprietary technology that he has, revolutionary energy, hydrogen technology. And then when the company IPO'd, it went public, he sold $72 million worth of shares and then bought a $32 million mansion in Utah and stepped down as CEO. And then the whole thing just kind of went downhill. I mean, you have the Hindenburg report coming out with accusations. They didn't even refute the accusations, or most of the accusations they agreed to, and they didn't even rebuttal all of the accusations. They picked a few of them and they agreed to some of them. So they handpicked a couple of the accusations and agreed that that was true, and basically said, well, we never told, shareholders that the truck is actually moving by itself. We just said it was in motion. The whole thing was kind of crazy, right? And I know a lot of people lost money because some people bought at the peak, $90 a share for Nikola stock. My God, the stock is at like $13 today. Quite horrible. And a lot of people lost money. And there's another thing too with Kodak. Kodak is a camera company, right? Sorry, I just camera company. All of a sudden, Kodak got a loan. I think it was $700 million for COVID vaccine, research or something like that. Somehow this company that has never been in the pharmaceutical industry, never developed a medicine in their entire lifetime, is gonna all of a sudden come up with a vaccine, a medicine for this once in a lifetime virus that nobody has the vaccine to. You have companies that have been in the pharmaceutical industry for decades. They're trying to find a vaccine, and yet everybody piled their money into this business that had no idea, or it had no business being in this specific field. It had none of it. Kodak soared like thousands of percent. It soared like 1,200%. It was crazy. People actually bought into that. And then the stock fall right after. The whole mania was insane, right? So listen, I don't want to make this video too long, but the real message of this video is, do your own research. Don't be a weak-handed investor. And if your returns were less than 50, 40%, or even 60%, you might want to look over your investment strategy. Again, this was a wild bull market. You want to make sure that your investments are solid. If you're in companies that might not have just taken off yet, this message might not just be for you. But if you were somebody who is in the market, you were trading stocks, or you bought specific companies where your bullish thesis actually came through, but nothing actually happened, you might actually want to look back, see if is there a logical reason why the stock price didn't appreciate, and go from there. Just review all of your strategies today. And if you lost money, oh my God, I don't know what to tell you. That's beyond bad. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.